So the answer is yes, you absolutely can get a mortgage as an NHS Locum staff, but your income is quite different to other workers who work for the NHS. Your income might be varied, you might work for different hospitals, for different agencies at different times, so the lender criteria can be quite different, and that's why specialist advice is really important. Let's dive in. So lenders are a bit more strict with locum income compared to income from other NHS workers. This is because the income is highly varied, and some NHS locums work for different agencies. So they might have 1 month where they have very high income, and then that might drop to 0 the next month. It depends on when they're called. So the more agencies you work for, the more complicated your income can be to a mortgage lender. As a general rule of thumb, lenders need to see the last 6 to 12 months of agency invoices or pay slips along with corresponding bank statements before they can accept that income from you. The lenders normally average those figures, so you can't work for, say, 3 months at a very high level and expect lenders to extrapolate that over a year. They do need to see some consistency, so 6 to 12 months is very much the norm. So the minimum contract history requirements will differ from lender to lender. The very minimum that we can find here at Boon Brokers is 3 months, but the vast majority expect at least 12 months. And this is because they view the income like temporary work, so in a similar fashion to a 0-hour contract or a part-time contract or an agency contract. This is temporary work that can be very volatile, so it's only natural for lenders to want more of a track record. The key thing is that lenders will focus on continuous employment, see if there's any gaps in your profile as a locum worker. If you work for, say, 6 months as a worker and then you have 3 months off, that 12-month requirement might reset. So they might actually need 12 continuous months of work pay from that point. It really does differ from lender to lender, and your circumstances will dictate the most suitable lender for you. So it's important to say there is no single best lender for NHS locums. It differs from day to day. Criteria can change at the drop of a hat. That's why going to a whole of market broker like Boon Brokers, where we can adapt to the changes in the market, is really important to find the best lender for you. As things stand, Halifax are probably the most flexible for NHS locum workers, and they normally ask for 3 months of track history for your work. Then you've got Barclays and Clydesdale, where they normally need 6 months of track record. And then lastly, the more mainstream lenders, NatWest, Nationwide, Skipton, they need around 12 months. And that's normally the norm in the industry. So there are lots of tips that we can offer at Boon Brokers to NHS locums looking to get approved for a mortgage. The key thing to remember is lenders love consistency. So if you can be consistent with your working hours and shifts and pay, and also which agency you work through, that will help your application enormously. If your case becomes more complex and you work for multiple agencies, your pay is volatile, you may still get approved. That might not be a problem, but it might just take a little bit longer. Underwriters see that as a little bit more complex. Also, try to maximize your deposit if you can. The higher deposit that you can raise, the better deals are likely to be available to you, and also keep a good credit score. Thank you for watching this video on how to get an NHS mortgage. At Boon Brokers, we're a fee-free, whole-of-market mortgage brokerage, and we'd be more than happy to help you with your mortgage requirements moving forwards. Just submit an inquiry and one of our brokers will be in touch. Also, read the guide below for more information and download our PDF guide if you want even more information and if you want to pass it to friends and family.